I'm playing a game I've never like. I feel like I missed this game. I didn't hear anything about this game, so I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. I'm in the mood for some new
YouTube.
shit.
He's Muten Gaming on YouTube, and
Let's just play the game, yo. Oh shit. Very expensive game. Better be a good game. It better be a good fucking game. All right, we're ready. Settings. Japanese? Yeah, dog. Let's listen to some Japanese mumbo jumbo. I like that. I'm ready. Fox Thomas, Panther Bob. An undercover detective posed as a criminal infiltrates a prison for a top secret mission. Thomas, a journalist for Woodpecker TV, gets drawn into the city's shadowy underbelly while investigating story. I'm gonna be the Panther. I don't even know why that is. Like, what is this not captured one? After graduating from the academy, you were selected to join the SWAT team because of your outstanding skills. Whether subduing a gang of heavily armed bank robbers or rescuing hostages from the brink of death, you always get the job done, but all your ears on the front line of law enforcement have left many scars. When performing a weapon attack, you will not consume extra enemy due to all thumbs. Satiety no longer goes down while resting. The effect of old injuries will call your strength and agility by 1, requiring daily painkillers to alleviate the effect for a period of time. Fuck that. When night falls, the evils of the city awaken. Thieves, drug dealers, gangsters, and murderers run rampant through the streets. As a detective, you must attend the aftermath. However, night after night spent investigating the very worst elements of society has left you with chronic stomach troubles. Sleepiness does not reduce body, and you gain intelligence and agility +1 at night. When you view an item in the item encyclopedia, you can see which of the inmates you befriended currently have it. Ooh. Okay. You can accept 3 simultaneous quests from each quest giver. Okay. Satiety depleted 25% faster, and you will not automatically cover focus point while hungry. Alright. Let's do beat cop. What the fuck is that? As the cops on the beat say, I'd rather spend all day directing traffic and breathing in exhaust fumes, or be deployed to the front line in Aslovia than set foot in this neighborhood. After all, on the battlefield, the enemy may be dangerous, but on the street, you don't even know who the enemy is. Charisma +1, max stamina +20, and you are able to infer people's gift preference through insight. Body deducted by using mint or cigarette products and being in places with harmful gases double. As in the chats between inmates, gain intel. You can remember up to 10 at once. During afternoon recreation, you can sell this intel to the barbershop for money equal to your current charisma. Reduce focus point recovery time by 10 minutes. That seems like the best one, bro. Like, that seems like the best one. We'll just do beat cop, man. White mode. For players who want to experience battle stories and less challenging, more relaxing fate will be in your hands. The Lizzie Ball will have 3 special items at the beginning of the game. This is recommended mode. During the game, you can switch to white mode and change special items from the mode. You won't be able to use memory recall, so you'll have to accept and face all the results. Good or bad, you can switch to black mode during the game. Well, what the fuck is this? The Ultimate Challenge Season Prison Breaks. Complete ball once in any game mode to unlock this mode. You start the game from a new save. The memory call features unavailable, and the prison will become a true concrete jungle. We'll just do black mode. The greedy serpent devours its own tail. Damn, I can't read, bro. What the fuck did it say? The greedy serpent devours its own tail and something. Okay, I mean, this is interesting. They're telling a story. Somebody's dead. Somebody's in a fucking wheelchair. This is relaxing. That's probably what his partner or his fucking wife, son. Saul's video rentals downtown Central District. Okay.
政府にクレームを入れてみましたか？環境局だったり、あるいは市役所。
ああ、したさ。しかし何の役にも立たなかった。あいつら責任の押し付け合いばっかしやがって。市長の甥がこの化学工場の株主だって話を聞いたんだ。あいつら裏で通じてるんだよ。俺たちスキットロードの貧乏人の命なんてあいつらからしたら何の価値もないんだよ。
Maybe I should put it in English.
インタビューを受けてくれてありがとうございます。
English might be okay.
果たしてここの惨状は違法な汚水排出によるものなのでしょうか。そして政府が見て見ぬふりをしている原因はこれからも注目していきますので、次回の情報にご期待ください。
いやあ、ロッキーの兄さん。
繁盛してるな。体にかかったクモの巣を取ってやろうか。
This is good voice acting.
そらどうも。
前回借りた映画だ。2日遅れてしまってすまないな。
どうだった俺のおすすめ。
ありすぎる。タイトルからして探偵ものだろうと思ってよ。君のせいでこれ以上そのムカつく顔をしてたら本庁まで連れて行って
おいおい、この店はきちんと営業許可を取ってるんだ。いくら公安でも。
ということは売ってるものは全て正規品なのか。
お詫びと言ってはなんだが、おすす
いい。この年にもなると自分でつまらない棚で適当に選ぶとしよ
う。Who is about some porn?
それはもったいない。
いや。
I'm fucking with the game.
葬式に行ったのか。
言っちゃダメなのか。
Wow, the Japanese voice acting is dope. I want to hear the English.
本庁のルールに反している。
そんなルールクソくらい。
I like this.
そうか、わかった。そのこと
お好きにどうぞ。聞きたければ何遍だって聞かせてやるよ。
やめておこう。ウェスリーのことは残念だと思っている。
So this must be my partner.
ロッキー。長寿ならさっき葬式で一回聞いた。ウェスリーは一体どうやって死んだのか。
彼の最後の任務は私の担当では。
つまり
I'm just a beat cop, dude. This game might be a low-key,
わかった。
a
な
hidden
んとかし
gem.
て権限の問題を解決してみる。ただ、君がこの件に気を取られるのは好ましくない。
俺が次の任務をしくじるとでも。
いや、君も同じ目に遭ってしまわないか心配なんだ。
パスワードはいつ？
来週の火曜、ボールダートンデイリーの不動産。
Okay. This is tough.
またな、ロッキー。
I was hoping I could create my own character, but this is fine.
監獄風雲録？
He put a password in.
あなたは自分が持っている権利についてどれくらい知っていますか？連邦法律によって定められた国民の権利、私が守って差し上げましょう。不当な扱いを受けたら今すぐ弁護士ジェミーにお電話を。
I don't mind the Japanese voice acting.
私に法律に与えられた権利を守るために戦わせてください。ケントです。引き続き夜のニュースをご覧ください。本日イーストンのビッグロト宝くじ販売所で特賞が出ました。税金を差し引いても残りの賞金は6700万あります。当選者の方、このニュースを見ていますか？続いては治安に関するニュースです。市警察は公安と連携し、国際麻薬密売グループを一掃しました。公安の広報官によると、逮捕現場では銃撃戦が発生し、潜入捜査官が殉職したとのことです。次のニュースです。先月に起きたホップ水学研究所実験室火災の影響が依然として続いています。ある評価分析センターによれば、今回の火災が原因で新薬の開発に遅延が発生し、大幅にシェアを失う恐れがあるとされています。多くのマイナス情報に影響され、ホップス医療グループの株価は連日下落し、本日の終値は 17.56 でした。続いては市長選に関する最新情報です。先日のレームレッグ川汚染事件の影響を受け、現市長の支持率が今週 2.3% 低下しました。それを受け、同じ保守党の候補者であるカーター博士が今朝撤退を発表しました。
I wonder what's going on right now.
この票集め作戦は自由党の候補者からの強い反対を受けていますが、州裁判所は未だこの件についての見解を示していないようです。時間は夜8時に差し掛かり、続いては政治対談番組激論の火花をご覧ください。では次は第3スタジオからです。
Okay, something's happening. This is
アナウンサー
crazy.
のパティです。本日のゲストは国際問題の専門家であるフランシス教授と連邦空軍の軍事顧問ホーキン氏です。本日はお越しいただきありがとう。最近皆さんが最も関心を寄せている話題はアズカト反抗軍の最新情勢でしょう。情報によると彼らはアズカト北部に位置する複数の重要な町を占領したとのことで、
まず国民の皆様にはご安心いただきたいと思います。現状この戦争はアズカト北部の局地的戦火が国境付近まで広がることは決してありません。また我が国はアズカトに駐留軍を増派し、
フォーキンさん、お言葉ですが、最近のアズカト国内の世論調査によると、大多数のアズカト国民が現在の王室独裁政権に不満を抱いているという結果が出ています。
フランシス教授がおっしゃるその世論調査のデータがどこのものか私は存じ上げませんが、もし本当にアズカト王室が独裁政権だとしたら、そんな反対意見を示す調査結果がどうして得られたのでしょうか。
では質問を変えましょうか。オースティン大統領が駐在軍の増派を決定した背景にはアズカト王室との取引があったという噂があります。その取引には来年の大統領選挙で保守党に多額の選挙資金を提供するという内容。
フランシス教授、あなたが研究しているのは地政学なのか、それとも現代ジャーナリズムなのか疑問に思ってしまいますね。このような根拠のない論点、来年の大統領選挙に向けて自由党がでっち上げた滑稽な政治上。
フォーキンさん、
オールダートン大学の理事が自由党であることは知っています。それを考慮すれば、あなたがこのような扇動的な質問をされるのも理解できますが、
この番組は激論の火花というタイトル。
お待ちください。速報が入りました。市警察が情報を受け、ノースポイントの参道で闇レーシング集団を逮捕したとのことです。それでは逮捕現場をご覧ください。
このエリアを担当しているノルマンです。今回の行動はうまくいきました。彼らは同じ闇レーシング集団に所属しており、彼らの通信を傍受するためにかなりの時間を要しました。その他多額の違法資金も押収しました。掛け金の可能性もありますが、強盗で得た金である疑いもあります。詳細については現在調査中です。続報にご注目ください。何かトラブルにあったらすぐに警察に通報してください。ノルマンでした。
The mayor has been strongly pushing the new policing policy this year, and it has truly paid off, with the police successfully solving a number of major crimes. After working for the Investigation Bureau to bust international drug trafficking ring last month, Boulderton PD scored a major win yesterday with the arrest of numerous motorcycle gangs. As Lovia's autonomous province of Vigrid has been rocked by political unrest in recent days. According to the reliable sources, A group of mid-ranking military officers calling themselves the Vigoric Independence Army has occupied the provincial government headquarters and declared vigorous independence while forming a strategic alliance with Aslovia Liberation Army. The Aslovian government immediately dispatched troops from neighboring states to suppress the coup, but the ALA has already occupied the city surrounding the capital, a move that allowed anti-government alliance to expand the area of the country under its de facto control. Yeah, that sounds pretty insane. So I got on a bike and they thought I was in a biker gang.
仕事ファイル、受刑者資料。よし、見つけた。
Tim the Sloth. Chronic skin condition, not contagious. Jimmy the Giraffe. Hypertension with mild complications. Kevin the Koala. Hypersomnia, genetic, requires medication. Diego the Alpaca. Type 1 diabetes. Bob the Panther. Shoulder injury, kidney stones. Jeez Louise, stomach ulcers. Golly, requires injections every Monday and Friday.
いや、健康体の受刑者のカルテも見てみよう。どこだどこだ。くそ、ここにもフェンリルの名前はなかった。ひょっとして、
How did I get locked up?
先生がもうすぐ戻ってくる。今日はここ。
息が上がってるみたいだけど大丈夫？椅子の座り心地が悪いの？
いや、はい、そうです。横になると怪我した方の肩が痛んで。
そうなの？この2週間で順調に回復してるって褒めるところだったんだけど。この先も予定通り治療を受ければそう遠くないうちに完治できるはずよ。
それは良かったです。ありがとうございます。
How did I must have got locked up with a biker gang. Monday and Fridays.
どういたしまして。それにしてもどうも警察官を襲った凶悪犯、あなたはなんていうか、
どうしてそう思うんです？
そうね、自分でもよくわからないけど。さて、世間話はこれくらいにして。
Okay, so they said I assaulted a police officer, and I'm in jail now.
先生のカルテからも手がかりを見つけられなかった。医務室も疑わしい場所のリストから除外するか。医務室を含めて受刑者が行ける場所はほぼ全て調べた。残りの場所は俺が勝手に足を踏み入れていいところではないだろう。くそ、 今回の任務は予想以上に厄介だ。任務に出てきたあいつを探す理由ですら未だによくわからない。ここに来て今日で丸1ヶ月が経った。フェンリルの所在はおろか、未だに使えそうな情報の一つも入手していない。今日が過ぎれば任務の締め切りまであと20日しかない。このままじゃまずい。今夜ロッキーに電話するか。あいつが何か情報を提供してくれるといいんだが。
I wish I knew what to do and I could just do it on the first day. Hold up. Oh, it's only Japanese voices. We're just gonna go with that.
I
didn't mean to do that. We have to reload.
おい。
Hold up. I didn't mean to do that.
Nanda, 俺の助けが必要か?
I got a letter from my brother Alan. He was released from prison last week. I guess you're not happy for him? I'm only here because of him, but then his sentence gets reduced and he gets released before me. Why did his sentence get reduced? In exchange for providing information on you? You guessed it. Damn.
こいつ
僕に。
少し話したいだけだ。
なるほど。そういうことか。
なんだか眠そうだが。
まあね。刑務所長室の仕事が忙しすぎて。
刑務所長室？
ああ、
事情。会計士のリサが先月行く。
そこで変な奴に会わなかったか。例えば
狼あ、隠し部屋でもあれば別だけど。
他にも刑務所長室についておい、嘘だろ。話の途中までズボンの裾から土が漏れ出てるようだ。前に見た映画でもまさか日中眠そうにしているのは夜中に。
It's Sloth who never seems to be fully awake and has the unusual talent of being able to suddenly fall asleep mid-conversation. Talent is a kind way of putting it. Recently, he's been temporarily filling in as the warden's accountant because Lisa, the accountant, in the warden's office has gone missing. You once noticed him shaking dirt out of his pants, which reminded me of the scene from a classic movie called Shawshank Redemption. Hilarious. What? I think I did everything, right? Alright, let's move on.
受刑者2124番、退出を許可願います。
おいおい、ボブ探したぞ。一体どこに行ってたんだ。
医務室だ。肩の怪我を検査していた。
道理であんたからちょいの香水の匂いがするわけだ。
無駄口はいい。俺に何の用だ。
I have a lost energy. I lost some shit.
用があるのは俺じゃなくてボスの方だ。
アレックスが。
ああ、仕事を任せたいみたいだ。まあ大した要件でもないだろ
う。Okay. Who's Alex?
俺に用があるとヴィンセントから聞いた。あ
あ、ボブ。お前が我がシャープファングに加わって何か問題に気づか
問題？
つまりだ、こんなに経つのにお前が俺と同じ生まれながらのハンターだと思ったから特例でギャングに入れてやったんだ。なのにじっと獲物を待つばかりじゃ他の
他の奴の仕事を奪ってしまわないか心配なんだ。
お前が目立ちたがりじゃないのは分かってるが、その言い訳じゃ俺は説得できないな。
分かった。俺に何？
よろしい。情報が入った。
ジャンボ and Caesar
が刑務所で大掛かりな舞台を見せてくれるらしい。シャープファングが舞台に上がった時により多くの賞賛を確保で。さて、お前
You may not believe it, but I spent teeth and skills. But I spent quite a few years in the military academy. Both the classroom and the battlefield taught me that no matter what kind of battle you're fighting, in the end, it all comes down to equipment and technology. But those are major weaknesses for the Sharp 2 game. The Black Claw gang has Richard, the weapon master, and Bigfoot gang has Franklin, the tech nerd. All I've got are a lunatic, a wrestler, a glutton, and a rapper. Before the war breaks out, I want to teach these guys some useful skills. Anything will be better than nothing. There's no way Richard Franklin will share anything with me, so I need someone to be my diplomat. As I said before, you're the only one in the gang I can count on right now. Befriend Richard and the Borussia? Borussia. I don't know what kind of animal that is. What the fuck is that? In Franklin the zebra. Borussia. Am I tripping?
これくらいお前にとってウォーミングアップにも入らないだろう。わかった。
When fighting or attack? What is this like? What the fuck kind of game is this? The gold main lion is the boss of the Shark Tuga. He offered you an olive branch when you first entered the prison and you joined the game. Although this makes it easier for you to get certain information about the game, the closer you get to his mouth, the more you have to watch out for his teeth. So if you want to keep anything secret, you better be extra cautious. What the fuck? You know what's at the top of the stupid thing to do during rec list? Is it mess with John? That would be pretty stupid, but I'd only put that in second place. So what's in first? Selling a jewel scarab that you were lucky enough to catch to the barbershop? Yeah, but they're worth a lot of money. Come on, there's a lot of ways you can get money, but not many opportunities to eat meat. Do they count as meat? Of course, you should try it sometimes. It's crunchy and it tastes like chicken. Henry, I wouldn't let the warden hear you say that. So the warden's a chicken, okay. Why not chat? Like, why not chat, yo? Intermediate hunters ambush their prey, but advanced hunters... How do advanced hunters catch their prey? At that level, they disguise themselves as prey. You don't get it. That lures a hunter to him. A hunter that hunts a hunter is the highest level of hunter. Okay. Well, that's so... is that like a foreshadowing? Like, he's looking for me? I gotta be careful. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Lemur? Asking Raphael to negotiate with Bigfoot game was nothing but a waste of time. Those bastards wanted the kitchen. All of them himself right from the start to think they were a bunch of pussies. If you ask me, we should set fire to their storage room, show them we mean business. Calm down. No time to go to war with them yet. Don't forget about the sharp tooth gang. Alex isn't stupid. He could be waiting for us to wipe each other out, so we can just wait in the and take the spoils. Okay. Who the fuck is this? I have a feeling something's bad about to happen. A fucking weasel? You use the conversation. Time went by. Lunch is at 12. Can't miss lunch. I like this. I don't know what's about to happen. I literally don't even know what I'm really doing. Do you know the most dangerous place in prison? The answer is the bathroom. Yes. The bathroom? Yes. It's easy to end up alone in the shower. Those cubicles are a dead end. There's no way out. In that case, why don't you buddy up with someone, then you won't end up alone. A shower buddy? Trust me, if someone agrees to go with you every time, he's definitely the one you need to be most careful of. Oh my gosh. Unaffiliated. Micro expressions. You can analyze and hand opponents whose intelligence is not higher than yours. What the fuck is this game, dog? There's only 20 days. I'm looking for a wolf. Oh, you know what? The wolf is probably one of these people for real. Because they're probably disguised as somebody. I've never heard about this game. A small cupboard. You can store items inside. Contraband rules are very strict. The more dangerous something is, the higher its violation. Normal compartments. The cupboard normal compartment can only store items with violation of 2 or less. Otherwise, they'll be discovered. Hidden compartments. Don't worry, they are hidden places in the cupboard and other corners of the cell where items of high violation can be safely stored. That's tough as shit. The music's good. This game is fire. All right, we gotta go to lunch, man. Wow, every time I check something, we gotta go to lunch, bro. Where the lunch?
Yo, yo, omae ka?
Yo, yo. All right, this is probably the last thing I can do. All right, talk. Give my new punchline a listen. I think you'll dig it. This must be the rapper. Yo, my lyrics are like a punch to the face. Ain't no rapper can spit harder than me. Then my rhymes are like bullets. Even killer piss their pants. Oh man, I can tell you ain't no pussy. You know, I'm gonna get in my own territory when I get out of here. You should come work for me, bro. We'll own the streets and make some sweet ass music. The label will be called High Pan Records. How you like the sound of that? Sounds dope. Oh shit, I'm missing lunch. Damn, I missed some shit for real. Doesn't look like I'm late. There's still plenty of seats. I think I'm supposed to sit. All right, let's just walk around for a second. All right, let's save the game. Save the game. I didn't mean to load. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's how you save. Okay, cool. You press Y to save. All right. Oh, the bunny rabbit. Let's talk to okay, let's just walk around for a second. There's a trash can. You gotta check the trash cans. Yeah, let's do that first. I can pick up all this, right? What is this? We'll figure that out later. You always got this is tough. Oh shit, what the fuck? Something cut my hand. Ooh, we need that. Matches? Yo, oh my gosh. I gotta figure out where to put my shit at, son. Bro, I'm about to burn some shit down. Oh, I can give it to these niggas in the game. Yo, this game is fire. This game is fire. I've never heard anybody talk about this game. I think I'm actually hooked to this game and to this soda. This is a Mountain Dew Trolley Mango Pineapple Punch. It's got strawberries and mangoes vibes. I don't even know what color it is. It's delicious. Okay. Some items are strong and durable, some are breakable. When durability is low, the items will become worn and its functionality will be reduced. There's also a risk of the item breaking if you continue using after durability has dropped to 0. Okay. Let's talk to the, okay. Is there anything else to search? Okay, that was 10 minutes. All right. Let's get something to eat, bro. We're triplets. My big brother's a bit of a hard ass, but my little brother is a real hard worker. As for me, not too smart, so I always listen to my big brother. Stupid ass nigga. Let me just get some bread, my nigga. I probably should have listened to someone. Oh, a turtle. We sit next to the turtle, bro. Yeah, let me read this. After a busy morning, you finally want to visit something to eat, right? Behold your horses. I need to teach you a few things. Share food. You can share half your lunch with the person at the table. This will increase rapport with them. Ask for food if you don't have enough lunch. Okay. That's disrespectful. If you have a lack, you can try giving it to the person at your table. Okay. Some action requires supervision abilities. During a challenge, you roll a 2-6. Oh shit. You roll 2 6-sided dice and then compare the dice points you roll with the target points, which equal difficult points minus base points. Okay. Let me see. 20. If the number of dice points is not less than the number of target points, you will succeed. Otherwise, you will fail. In addition, rolling 2 6s is a direct success, but rolling 2 1s is a direct failure. The dice, hold on. Then compare the dice points you roll with the target points. Okay. Okay. If you fail a challenge, you still have the opportunity to redeem yourself, spending 1 focus point to reroll the dice. Remember, you only get 1 reroll after each failure. All right. Yeah, I need to go talk to the rabbit, yo.
なぞなぞをやらないか?
Okay. The money I owe you, the Black Hawk Gate is due today. I should have known not to buy your damn bonds. Calm down. Investing in higher patient. Some investors receive their dividends today. Yours should revive in a few days.
Nah, 相棒。ちょっと。
All right, let me think. Oh, a cat? Let's talk to this dude. Panda. Want to learn some prison self-defense? I'm not interested. But boxing is also a great way to get in shape. Just think of how hot you'll look if you turn your fat into muscle. It's not boxing. I'm not, it's you. Sorry, you're not my type. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a great pleasure to greet a friend from afar. Lee-san, but my friends call me Old Lee. That's pretty easy to remember.
我がここに囚われてから今年で10年目になる。
Damn.
こんなクソみたいなところに10年も。
Life has both happiness and sadness. Why was there sadness on one's face? You can still have happiness after 10 years in this place?
その心持ちには感服するぞ。
食には満腹を求めず、住まいには安楽を求めないというだろう。それにこの檻の中にだって
自由の地。
昼下がりの台所であろうと極者であろうと心一つで桃源郷に変わりうる。
Like, you know, this panda killed somebody.
何かの謎々か？
Middle-aged panda whose real name is Li Zong, who adores his speech with poetry and proverbs. Been inside for 10 years, but seems content. Through his poems, he revealed that there's a hidden place where he can be free in the prison. He's a heavy drinker and claims that it's impossible for him to get drunk. Even in prison, he always makes sure he has good booze. All right, it's almost like lunch is almost over. Yeah, what's up going on with this, guys? Is this a monkey? What is this? Hey, man. Cut it out. I told you no credit. You're bleeding me dry. I cut you off. Damn. You agree, whoever finished eating first gets the barbells this afternoon. You call that winning? The rule was you have to chew your food before swallowing. You didn't even bite it. That horn of yours block your view or something? You want me to spit it out right in front of you? See if the bread's still whole? All right, like this looks like a monkey. Like, what is this? A fish? A snake? I don't have enough focus points. Damn. Hold up. I don't look at my items. I'm smelling. Hello? Hey. Hey, baby. Nothing, playing my video game. What you doing? Oh, back at the Dunkin'. There's no better place to get a bagel by you? Oh. Yeah.
When my mom went with me the first time, she helped me down here.
Mm-hmm.
今朝は何か面白いことあったか？
Anyway, so I don't know. I'm exhausted, I think. Of like exhausted.
I mean, did they say anything good or bad?
Today was just you know, like a physical,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm supposed to come back with like a blood work stuff, you know, regular stuff, and then about all these things, I was like, look, I know we can address it all today because this is technically just a physical, but I feel like you can't know if I'm physically healthy without knowing all of the other things that have been going on.
Okay.
Like, my fingers changing color, or my bothering me, now my ankle hurt, and like joint pains that I've been having, or the lightheadedness that happens when I stand up a lot of the time, and more it's happening even when I don't stand up. Like, you know when you stand up too fast and you get lightheaded?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm just like sitting up. Or like I was doing yoga the other day and I was sitting on my back and I flipped over
Mm-hmm.
and it happened. Like I was laying on my stomach and I got lightheaded. And sometimes it's happening so extreme that like I get these like full body shakes. So I'm telling them all of this and all of that to say I have to go back for blood work. I'll have to go back to talk about the blood work. And then they wanted me to go to neurology.
ここの食事は本当に
So
ま
I
ずい
need to
な。
get a neurologist appointment.
Jeez Louise.
Like it's never gonna be like I go in and I go. That's never, you know what I mean? That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you must got good insurance, and they just like, yeah, she can go here and get the thing, and we can get more information about it. That's damn good.
I want to pay for like lab work and stuff, but that's only ever like $50-$25. But I mean, she did seem to take me seriously. She didn't, you know, ask me about my weight, which my last doctor office always did. And I told her too. I was like, particularly with the joint pain, know that I lost 50 pounds like a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not my weight. I know that technically on the BMI scale, I am overweight and stand to lose like 50 pounds.
屋外運動の時間だ。
I don't think I
運
look
動場で
good.
自由調査でもしてくるか。
Small for me.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these things have been ramping up despite the fact that I lost 50 pounds.
True.
So either losing weight is making it worse, or my weight. And I'm inclined to think my weight has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like the start. Yeah, like starting to burn. Like I never felt like my last provider really understood how disruptive this is all becoming.
Mm-hmm.
屋外運動時間中は刑務所ビルに戻れない。
So much of this, like I tell people about, and they're like, "Oh, that's weird." I'm like, "Yeah, it is, but it's more than just weird. Like it's disrupting my
まあ
life."
暇つぶしできる場所も多いから構わないが、
Like this is
運
happening
動
so
場、
often.
総合ビル、
Something
そ
that
して
just
教
happened
会。
one time. Or like, you know what I mean? Like these are things that are happening like every day, every other day. Like it's happening a lot. In a way that makes me feel like it's getting worse.
午後の時間をどこで過ごすか。
They were like, well, do you think that's from the cold? And I was like, well, if you consider 76 degrees to be cold, and I don't think anybody does. And like trying to like explain everything to them without getting irritated, having to say it for the 800th time. And I said to her, I was like, I am not irritated or annoyed with you. I'm just annoyed with the process. I'm annoyed that this is happening to me. And I know that all of these symptoms that I'm telling you, they just sound weird. You know, it's not like I'm going in there and I'm like, I broke my arm. You know, like I'm not going in there with like a very,
Yeah,
you know, something that's like obvious. Like this is something that's gonna, like it feels systemic. Like it feels like it's my, it doesn't feel like just one part of my body. It feels like my body. Like the whole thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was like really concerned about that because it sounds like because the headache is in the back of my head and I'm losing my vision when it happens. But that's concerning. Because you know the back of your brain is your occipital bone. That's really your eye. But then she also said, you know, some of this other stuff, like my feet hurting, my ankle hurting, that sounds like more of a
Okay.
like it could be separate things going on. It could be that you have something systemic, something bigger. But the only way to know is if you pull all this other stuff out first. So it's just like tired. That's what it is. I'm tired of explaining myself.
Yeah, man. I know, baby. You've been going through this. You've been doing all type of shit trying to figure this shit out. Yep.
I took these with me ago, maybe, like who knows, like it all flows together, like maybe my hip is fucked up, so my knee has been compensating, and now my knee is fucked up, you know, like shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know, love. I don't know, love, cause you've been doing a lot of tests and shit.
It didn't have anything to do with it, but I lost weight anyway, just so that we can stop talking about it, you know. And also, like I wanted to lose weight, but I was tired of that coming up every single time I went to the doctor. Especially because when I talk about like joint issues, being overweight, they're gonna tell you to lose weight.
Oh yeah, you know, it's always something that they can use against you.
But I have to go back to get blood done, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to make myself go. I'm gonna have to make myself go.
俺を楽しませに来たのか?
I didn't smoke it. Which means there's one in there for me right now.
Oh, that's nice.
I used to buy bagels, like the Walmart brand bagels are actually pretty good. But I don't eat enough. Like, I have to eat a bagel like every other day to eat them before they go bad. I mean, probably not that extreme, but. And things are so cheap down here. This bagel's $1.50.
That's crazy. Just because you're in prison doesn't mean you can satisfy your green thumb. Plant grow near damp locations in the yards along vents and fire hydrants. Weeds take up space and prevent other plants from growing, so pull them out when you see them. Valuable plants that can be eaten as medicinal herbs or used as crafting ingredients. Okay. Guess we could do that.
I dropped it.
Oh, okay. Would it fell on the floor? Yeah, I mean, it's your floor and your floor is clean. It's clean too. I have no idea what I'm gonna eat today, yo. Oh.
I was gonna make muffins. Book club tomorrow.
Well, that would be sweet.
It's kind of gross right now.
Yeah, me too.
Next time. I'm gonna like classically condition the lady who leads the group. She's the woman who owns the bookstore. But she like picks our books. And like, I'm only gonna bring treats in if I like the book.
Oh, so you're gonna like fucking condition these people.
I know. I'm so bad. But I don't know. You know, I was thinking about this and like things that you said to me while we were arguing. And if I'm like, I know probably I the way I speak to people in the person who's speaking and like eating shit, that's not me. That's not me. That's me at work trying to manipulate people. I'm rated.
I know that. I've learned that over the years, though. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of the things they asked me, they were like, have you ever had one of these like lightheaded episodes with someone else there?
噂の虎のジョン。
Tell you what they see? And I'm like, wait, this has been happening to me for many years now. Like, when it does happen, like I'm just so good at compensating for it.
And you've never gotten anything of error.
What do you mean?
Like no one has ever said anything wrong with you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But that's like all of the things that are happening like I lose my vision, I get a headache, I'm lightheaded. There really isn't any outward symptoms. Like, you know, it's not like it happens.
じろじろ見るな。
Grow up. like you see me faint. You know what I mean? Because that's not happening. It's all happening like in my head.
俺の目だ。どこを見ようが俺の勝手だろ。
今のところは
Feeling like I have to
お
sit
前
down.
の目だ。
Yeah, I mean,
I'm comfortable, like
やっぱり怖いやつだな。
sometimes I'll catch people looking at me funny because they're like, what are you doing? Because I'm just standing there, like waiting for my vision to come back. But it happens, and like all of this happens in like under a minute, so it's really easy to go in about.
yeah. And I think it is scary too, you know.
話はそれだけか。
And I
次に何を言うかも想像はつくよ。
it's happening. Like I said, like I was just sitting on the couch, you know,
もう
where
行くから。
Yeah.
it's stretch, and I'm blacking out.
Hmm.
If this gets much worse, like, I don't want to be driving my car and black out. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and they never say nothing about your blood flowing on none of that.
My blood pressure.
And you've gotten a brain scan, like your brain gets blood to it good, and blood's flowing to the brain properly.
Well, it's not going to help that.
I don't even know what test you would do to even.
Remember when I brought those wires home on my head?
Yeah, I remember that.
But I genuinely, here's the thing though. The problem that I have with the MRI is that I didn't have it at that moment. Like, whatever is happening is not constant. You know what I'm saying? Like how would you know, like looking at it when it happens? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it sounds, you don't know what it could be. You don't have any kind of suspicions yourself that only you would probably know.
I think I have a dysautonomic. And a dysautonomic disorder is a dysfunction of your autonomic nervous system. And that's what I think it is. To include like POTS. I think this is POTS, but I can't prove that on my own. POTS is postural something syndrome. But basically, like, when you change positions, your heart is supposed to compensate for that. But if you have neurologic dysfunction, your heart may not. So if that's what's happening, I'm standing up, right? And my heart is supposed to be harder when I stand. And it's taking it a longer time to get up to that seat. Does that make sense?
Not really.
No, what doesn't make sense? Like the lightheadedness and blacking out?
Well, because it doesn't sound like something that may show up in any of these tests.
Well, but what I'm saying is, like, okay, so when this happens, I get a headache and my vision goes black, right? And then everything goes back to normal. When I get the MRI, everything is normal. I don't have a headache in that moment. Whatever is happening isn't happening in that moment when you're looking at my brain. So when we talk about like blood flow, if the issue is that I'm sitting up or standing up and it's impacting my blood flow. Well, MRIs are done completely laying down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So would you? Because the picture that they're taking when I'm laying down. And that's what they're looking at. But when I'm laying down, I feel normal. But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then they'll never listen to you either. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel
Yeah.
And so, like, that would explain the dysautonomic dysfunction disorder. That would explain why that's happening. Because when I stand up, it's your autonomic nervous system that tells your heart, hey, you need to beat faster. Hey, we're standing up, you need to beat faster. But if your autonomic nervous system is experiencing dysfunction,
Mm-hmm.
then it's not telling your heart quickly enough, hey, you need to get up the pace. And when my heart doesn't compensate, that's what causes, like,
And you explain this to the doctor? What do the doctors say when you explain this stuff to them?
well, I don't think it's wrong.
Okay.
Working with a doctor is kind of like working for a boss. Like, I need them to help me, so I need them to like me. And I know that sounds like that's but it is. And doctors tend to not like it.
Yeah.
So the way I phrased it was, yeah, with my last provider, we briefly talked about dysautonomia and POTS. And I said it like that because that sounds like there's another doctor involved in my thought process.
Okay, yeah.
Like, it's not just me being on Google.
Hmm.
I understand, like, as a provider, it must be really hard to tell the difference between someone who's, like, educated in using Google and someone who's uneducated. Like, I'm sure people come in there all the time with, like, Google diagnoses.
Yeah.
Or, like, my fingers and toes
こんに
turning
ちは。
yellow.
私は神父のアンダーソンです。
Like,
ここで
that
父の教えを
my
代弁し、
autonomic nervous
父の恩恵を代行しております。
whether that's up, down, standing up, or how cold it is.
あなた方を救済の道へと導くの
And
が役
people
目で
with
す。
dysautonomia tend to have stomach problems. Things like passing out on the toilet. Vasovagal syncope, very common. But the problem with getting dysautonomia is that the way that doctors are trained, they are not necessarily and I need someone to look at the whole picture. Because I'm going to go to neuro, and they're just going to look at the brain. But my problem is
Yeah. And I don't know, man. The follow-up is just, hey, you're okay, you know?
blood work done, the blood work's going to come back fine. And really, it comes down to, like, does your provider care enough to keep following up on this? And that's why I need them to like me. Because if they like you, they're more likely to keep following up on your case.
森の父のご家
And that's what I need. I need a provider who's who's gonna go the distance on this.
お願いします。どんな神様でも
Because I do think it's related. I don't think these are all completely separate problems. I don't. I really don't. I do not believe, because she was saying, she was like, you know, the head stuff, that sounds like neuro, the joint pain, or the crackly in your joints, that sounds like a rheumatoid problem. And I guess they could be completely unrelated. I think they're related. And I have no way to prove it, except that, like, my bones have been creaky for years. Like, this is just an exacerbation of something that was already happening. Like, I don't know anybody who can crack their joints the way I can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can crack my hip, my knee. Like, I don't know anybody else who just walks across the room and cracks their knee. Certainly nobody my age.
Yeah.
Or the fact that I'm super flexible. So dysautonomic disorders also tend to have high prevalence of this thing called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which I don't think I have that exactly, but they tend to be come together with joint and ligament. I don't want to say dysfunction, but I'm like weirdly flexible. There are conditions under this dysautonomic disorder umbrella where, that's like, I don't know the science behind it. I don't know why one would be related to the other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's common for people to have joint issues.
And what is the age range of this?
Dysautonomia?
Yeah.
It's something like it can come on, I think, at any age. I think it's more often diagnosed when people are in their 20s and 30s. Unless it's severe. So like POTS, for example, can be it can be severe. Like there are some people who are diagnosed with dysautonomia as infants.
一度のミスで全てを失うこともある。
And dysautonomia is an umbrella term for a bunch of different disorders. So dysautonomia is not a diagnosis, it's a type of diagnosis.
Okay.
So, like, you have the
Okay.
And if you read like the symptoms of these disorders, they're just so random and weird. And I'm like, my symptoms are random and weird. And it would make sense, like dysautonomic disorders, people also tend to have much higher prevalences of anxiety. Because again, it's your nervous system that's the problem. And your nervous system, it's your autonomic nervous system, the same nervous system that tells you to fight, flight, freeze. It's basically so it's actually a pretty recent type of diagnosis. And I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, it's a pretty new diagnosis. Relatively, like in the last 50 years or so. And it actually took a while for POTS was the type of diagnosis that had to be proven. Like a lot of doctors treated POTS like some doctors treat ADHD when they don't believe it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, insurance doesn't cover it, but like that's the way it is. You gotta, you have to, you know what I'm saying? It's exactly what you said. You want someone to take you they're gonna blame it on me. You know, whatever, just like they blame it on weed, it's dollars is not it. Yeah. Yeah. What about when you exercising and you get, you know, your blood flows, your heart's just beating up?
There's a reason yoga and bodyweight workouts. And when I was in first and second grade, I played soccer. And I had to stop playing it because when I get hot, I get a headache. I don't necessarily. It's so bad that when I was in first grade as a kid, I would have to go lay down. It was the only thing that made it better. Like no amount of ibuprofen. The only way for me to get this headache to go away once I got it was to go lay down and sit down. I would love to be a runner. It would kill me, I think. And when I was younger and went to the doctor about that, as like a, you know, like a kid, like a little kid. You know what they said?
What?
Well, this just happens to some people.
Yep. And I did take, so they prescribed me indomethacin. And indomethacin, when I would take that, the weird thing is I would still get, because when I would get those headaches from the heat, from running around, whatever, my whole face is hot in a way that's like a hot flash. And I get this horrible, horrible, horrible headache in the back of my head. But it's also like a pressure. And when I was taking the indomethacin, the pain would go away. But I knew I was having that headache. It wouldn't hurt, but my face would be really hot, and there would be this huge pressure in the back of my head. So it would take away the pain. And
And at one point, I stopped taking it because I felt like my body's telling me something, and I want to be able to hear it. Like I'm doing these activities, and my brain is saying to me, "Hey, this hurts." And I felt it's still a very, even without the pain, the pressure, it's still very, very uncomfortable. I still feel very icky. And I want to be able to tell, I don't know, if you had a broken leg and you took medicine to make the pain go away, you would still not walk on that broken leg. That leg is still hurt.
Yeah.
And my doctor, I tried to explain it to them at the time, and they took it as a win. Well, it stops the pain. But it's not, whatever the phenomenon is, it's still happening. Don't you think we should figure that out? I want to figure that out. I want to know what it is. Because, for all, especially as a kid, maybe I have, that's how aneurysms happen. An aneurysm is when there's a weak spot in your brain, essentially. And that weak spot over the course of your life isn't a problem until it is. There's the weak spot in your brain, and eventually, over time, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. And that's what cancer is. And aneurysms are extremely deadly. It's a bleed in your brain.
Yeah.
And I have no way of knowing if that's the thing, I don't know. Until I know, because, and especially the way my symptoms have been amping up, the more I ignore it all, the worse it's all getting. I am not the type of person, I've already tried ignoring it. I've already tried, I'm 31 years old almost. All of these years, I've done my best to just compensate for it and move on with my life. They're getting worse in a way that I don't think I can mitigate it.
Yeah.
What happens when I'm when I was driving back home from your place, I got out of the car and stretched. Not But what if I'm sitting in my car one day and I just absentmindedly stretch?
Yeah.
That's a reflex. I don't want to be going 65, 70 down the highway and lose my vision. And I didn't even bring up the bathroom stuff. Because I haven't had an episode since last December.
And I don't know, because sometimes I sit on the toilet too long and my legs go numb because I've been sitting on it too long. You'll figure it out though, love.
I don't feel my body doesn't feel good. And I realize I'm getting older, but I'm not that old. I'm not a 65-year-old. Where you could just be yeah, this does happen. 65 or 70. Right? I just turned 30. And I'm healthy. Besides all the things we're talking about. But I eat fine. I exercise daily. I get my sun. I take my vitamins. There's no reason for me to feel bad. If I was living on a mountain, McDonald's. Really, the other issue with this autonomic disorder is the particular shot.
どうかしたのか
The shot is about your heart not doing what it's supposed to be doing. But the reason your heart isn't doing what
誰
it's
か
supposed to be
0.5
doing
倍速でも押したのか
会えて嬉しい。
So, can you see a
ここで一日を費やしてしまう気がする
ここで
Chill. Yeah.
So I did get a referral for neuro. I was going to put it a little more than I did the last time I went to neuro. It's to say that I think this is a nervous system problem. And see if they know what
何年もだから
Because the last
くそ
neuro I went
誰
to,
か助けてくれ
I thought
喧嘩を売りに来てもいいから
with an older doctor, it really didn't
もし何か知りた
頼むから早く終わらせてくれ取り調べ室に
いつでもわしに遠慮はいらん。
ああありがとう知りたいことがあったら今晩は
何に来たおめえも知ってんだろ
まあなんとなく
俺はワッフルが好きだぞ味も食い飽きたら金を出してホイップクリーム本物のクリーム
get it all out, right? And I posted this 5 days ago, and people are still liking, disliking, and commenting on it.
Damn.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
ill, and I'm like, well, yes, they are mentally ill. Doesn't mean they're psychotic.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous.
I got a post about the results of health inspections for restaurants around here. And it's actually really informative. Like, I don't know who this person is, but they post, like, they'll post a big post about...
見覚えがある顔だなどこかで会ったことがあったか
そうかキツツキテレビの夜のニュースをよく見ていたとか僕はキツネのトーマスだテレビ局
the actual report, like, what they got hit on.
Hori? Hey man, that's what's up.
確かに思い出した。スキッドロードの河川汚染事件に対するあんたの報道を見たことがある。だがその後の新聞はそれを事故として報じた。酔っ払いのアルバイトが誤って化学原料を排水口に入れてしまう。
その調査結果を信じるのか。たった一度の愚かな事故がこれほど深刻な汚染を招いたというのか。
政府の調査に不正がある。そう言いたいのか。
その通り。僕は最初から権力者どもの手のひらで転がされていたんだ。貧しい人の血を吸い続けるために奴らは卑怯な手を使って僕を刑務所に閉じ込めた。奴らはこの町のガンであり、僕はそれを切除するためのメスになるつもりだ。
That's what I love about this country. Yeah, that's one of the things. We are very harsh on infrastructure and consumer. No. I told you I am not. I don't. I've been. I know, but I know. I've been working and going to sleep. That's all I've been doing, dog.
水を差すようで悪いが。囚われの身で奴らを倒せるのか。
いや、正義が囚われることは決してない。
China, but I feel like China.
Yeah, don't we have our own farms that we can buy beef from and get this on? Man, they voted for Trump. Voted for Trump, and they be like, man, I don't even need, I just need to vote. I don't need to be. Incongruous? What does that mean? Incongruous. Gruous. Out of place. Man, thanks for teaching me. No, it's not up to me. I mean, it's not up to us. Well, even if I'm not using it, it's being used. They're gonna keep it's. No, I'm just saying, you know. Well, I listen. Listen. The world is the world, and it's all gonna burn down, and we're watching it. We've been watching the world be destroyed, deteriorate for the last...
Gave humans the world to look after.
Do you... Oh, yes.
Well, not doing a very good job.
I mean, do we live in an evil world? No, you do know. You do know. You do know. Yes. You know we live in an evil world. Yes. The world is evil. Yep. Yes. No. Because well, there's a lot of context in that we're leaving out. I know you're not gonna agree with me on it, but I'm saying yes for a reason that we're not saying. Like, God created Satan. Satan runs the world. Yeah. And I don't remember the exact wording, but in a way, yes. Yep. There's only one way to get out of that hole. You know. You know, you're almost there. Close. You're very close, but you gotta go in a different direction. Well, the world is evil because most people don't believe in God. Well, you're right. You like everything you're saying is right. Well, he wants real love from us. But it's not obligated if we have a free will. That's not what God's doing. The person in the alley didn't create the other person in the alley. I know, but that's part of the metaphor that's missing. You'd have to add a creator, that we're his creation. This is so scary, my nigga. Oh my God. Dad.
I'm gonna shoot you in the head if you gave him your wand. Say that's a choice.
I think that metaphor doesn't fit with God, though. Well, you're leaving out that like things have to work a certain way, and I think that's the
all-powerful God, things have to work a certain way?
Because he created it that way. It's like your DNA. Think about it. Your a lot of your body, well, all your bodily function on a cellular level, to a micro. I mean, well, just leave it at cellular level. That shit comes from your DNA giving out protocols to your skin cell, your brain cell, and then the brain cells work together. Like all that has to function for you to be alive. And that's just part of physics. You know what I mean? Like the reason why, you know, like the reason why the planet is where it is because gravity, and we are in the orbit. We orbit the sun. Things have to be that way. But no, God created all this. No, he created well, think about it like this, right? If the sun doesn't do what God created it to do, there's a place for suns that don't act accordingly. Well, what I'm saying is, and think about it like this, right? He doesn't really. He gave us a free will. He gave us a free will. And that's the part that you're leaving out. Like you're right. Think about it. He could have. The thing about it is, right? Like, he didn't have to give us a free will. He could have just made us things that worship him. Exactly. And that's part of it too. He doesn't have to be so gracious. He could smite us. Well, he does that when when the world has become completely evil. That's what I've heard. Well, judgment happens, you know, it's gonna happen when we all die and stuff. But it's just like, if you think about it, right? The situation that we're in when it as a life form is so unique in the entire universe that it doesn't even it's not going to make sense to anything. Especially, and then when you throw on top of that, we're human beings and we're an anomaly in itself that's aware of this shit. We have to accept that we're special. As far as we know, is what that we are special though. Compared to other life forms on this planet, correct? And I mean, so basically, if let's say we did find other, like, I mean, it depends on it depends, because that's between, it depends on what their deal is with God. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think that God?
I think that what happens on this planet, just like what happened in South America during the crucifixion of Jesus, I think God reached those people in South America a different way than he reached the people in fucking, where did he get crucified in? Was it in Israel? I guess it was in Israel. Nah, I forget. I mean, it's not. It wasn't in Rome, so I guess it would have to be in Israel somewhere. I can look it up. Where is that at? What country is that, or area? Okay, I mean, me neither. But what I'm saying is, I feel like that's just one place that God like reached people, and I think that God reached people in South America in a different way, just like God would reach people on a different planet in a different way. You see what I'm saying? So no one knows? Yeah. Okay, so that's Israel, right?
金融サービスはどうかね。
Yeah, man. Like, I think that, because you have to think about it like this, right? God created time and space, right? And in order to do that, you have to live outside of time and space. And when you are outside of time and space, you can interact with past, present, and future. And every location within that grid, let's just say. And I appreciate that when he was doing that, he made a time for me. You know what I'm saying? He caused so much destruction for human beings so I can sit here and play video games. Like, I don't have to do what the Hebrews did when they were sacrificing animals and shit. You know, I get to live in like a nice, sweet time and space that God created just for me. Even like my brothers resent me, and we had all the same shit, but just, you know, God was like, well, you get to be the baby brother too. Yay! I'm the baby brother? Dad, brother, mom! I get to be an idiot and everything's always gonna be okay. Like, and you know, I live in a time where everyone has a cell phone, and if I needed to, if you know, I could literally take all your symptoms and ask AI about it. Isn't that kind of crazy though? Doesn't that make me special? It's like I'm one of God's favorite creations in the entire universe because we can barely find any life, and I live like an abundance of life. While how do I know that? Well, I don't know. God doesn't reveal everything to us. But he created me with unlimited awareness that if we found that out, I'd understand it. I'd be able to contain that information, interpret it, and pass it on. Sentient. That word sentient is very controversial in your statement, right? Well, see, this is the thing, right? Because we're like on this very edge of spirituality and science, right? If this is a life form that's sentient, we don't have any other sentient life form on this planet other than humans right now. Like, we do have, like, you know, I know some people do tests and believe elephants are sentient and should vote in elections. I think humans rule over animals, and we're supposed to. So do I think animals go to heaven? I'm gonna say yes, because I don't think animals are sentient. They're not aware of good and evil. They don't have a free will either. Yeah, they don't have a free will. The cat will do what cats do. Like, animals are a part of life. You know, yes. But plants, I also believe that plants are superior to us. No, I'm actually afraid. I'm actually very afraid of what's next, because it does seem to me that God needs a certain type of entity, and it's like the type that I want has to not know I exist, be in doubt, be constantly tortured by temptation and Satan in a fucked up society, and still say, I love God. Yeah. But see, you're saying relationship, but you have to take the type of relationship it is. If you create a program, right, and it doesn't work properly, that version of the program gets deleted, and you move on and create something better. And you do that because you're an infallible creature who needs to grow and learn and make mistakes. Exactly. And you live outside of time and space. Why does living outside of time and space make you extra evil? Yes. But he also chose to give us free will. And also, you have to also remember this. Do you know the angels envy us? All other God's creations envy us. And see, when they make mistakes, there is no forgiveness. But you see, let me ask you this, right? Have you ever heard of like a story where a character, I forget that movie, but it was when the guys was shooting guns and he would like swing the gun and curve bullets, and they were like assassins. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, let me just explain this plot real quick. Is that okay? So this guy had a regular life, and these people came to him and said, "You're an assassin." They trained him to be an assassin, and then all of a sudden he could make a bullet curve around poles. And they were like, "Yo, you're the only person who can kill this guy." And he would go and try to kill this guy, but the guy would always get away. And then sometimes throughout the movie, the guy he's trying to kill would try to kill him. But you find out at the end of the movie that the guy who he's trying to kill is actually the greatest assassin ever. And the reason why the main character can kill that guy is because that's actually his father. And he would never kill his own son. So after he kills his own dad, he finds that out, and he realizes that he wasn't trying to kill me, he was trying to kill the people around me. He goes and kills all the people who trained him. And because there's also part of this whole thing where the assassins would have this, like, there was this old weave, like this old, like it's like a cotton gin basically, but it tells, it writes names on these papers, and the names have to die. That's how they get. And he found out that all the people who ran the Assassin's Guild, all their names came up and they had to die, but they were like, "Nah, we're gonna hide this to keep running the Assassin's Guild." So what my whole point was, he throughout the movie, you'd think this guy is a bad guy, but this guy's been protecting him this whole time, trying to save him from the bad Assassin's Guild. Okay. Why can't you? Wait, why can't you?
Why do I not trust someone being purposely deceptive?
Is it deception? Is it deception? Or is it privacy? It could be privacy. It could, think about it like this. It could be, no, what I mean is, like, it could be the same situation in which we observe things in its natural environment and we don't want to disturb the behavior of.
Yeah, but I.
Well, they can't observe the observer if you want the experiment to be pure and have.
テレビを見てくかい
I'm not for everything I fucking do. So you can see and know everything that but I can't, but there's no reciprocity. But I'm the person who trusts you. Like, would you trust the person, the camera on you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that you couldn't do anything, you couldn't see them, talk to them, nothing?
No, I wouldn't, and that's hard for me because I'm a flesh being.
That was God.
Yes, so that's what I said. Think about what God wants from us when we're all done with this. Why does he need something that doesn't know he's there to still love us and believes he's there? I think, yeah, I mean, and yeah, I don't think it makes sense to anybody.
It's the fact that the punishment is total damnation. Like, if you want to say people who believe God and love God and follow God are extra special to God, I can buy that. It's the fact that, by virtue of questioning at all, I'm going to be eternally damned. That's the part I have a problem with.
Well, okay, we don't know why that is, though. But we don't know why.
And I can only make decisions based on the information I have.
So what if in the process it's better for you not to know and to still have faith? That has a better outcome than just telling you. Well, think about it like this. What if he told you, but you don't get to have a free will knowing?
Considering free will, if you think the alternative is eternal damnation, that's one of the metaphors like how many guns that gun is eternal damnation.
So, but there's only two paths. Okay. What's the alternative? So if you do what he said, what do you get? Because your definition of good doesn't matter.
Like, you got pedophiles out here with God, so they get to go to heaven, but I don't.
I don't know why that is. I don't. Like, I don't know why that is, though, Ray. I don't know why that is either. I agree with you. Like, because technically, I don't deserve to go to heaven. See what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. You're there. Jesus looked around and said, yeah, I gotta. These sacrifices that y'all are doing, y'all gonna have to sacrifice a lot. Y'all gonna burn the resources up. Wait, but There's context to that though. There's an entire Bible with missing books with context about what you're talking about.
Which was written by human hand. So even if it is the word of God, it is by nature imperfect.
Correct. So, because part of it is, God will not just give you the answer. He will not just reveal it to him. He will not give you an instruction booklet.
They'll punish you for not knowing.
But it's not for not knowing, it's not having faith.
Faith in someone hiding in the closet.
Because you're a human being and you want to survive. And that's dangerous.
It's because of experiences in the life that was supposedly precipitated by all of God's decisions up until this point. Like, the only person, quote unquote person, only with any power is God. And so, in my opinion, only he can be guilty of all of the horrific shit that happened.
マイケル、俺のマイケルよ。話を聞くんだ。この金をトムに渡して、船に乗ってここを出るよう彼に伝えるんだ。
But what did the angels want to do? Or what did the angels that did what they and animal? So not just one of God's creation, all of God's creation on this planet. And they don't have free will, but they know God exists. They see God, they hear God, and they don't die. They don't live and die. They're eternal creatures.
お父さん、トムの野郎はあなたを裏切ったのです。なぜ彼を生かして金まで渡そうとするんですか？
So they did it because Satan tempted them to do it, and not all of them, just 200 of them. And it's part of why humans are messed up though.
Tempted into something if you don't have the will to do it originally.
But Satan, listen, the free will is just it's like they don't have free will, so immediately they were punished. Immediately they were corrected. So like for angels to do that, it's so egregious that it affected like the future forever. Like from that moment, everything changed.
Already wanted.
Well, yeah, like I mean, that's what I'm saying. They were all. Satan knew that they were envious. Satan himself is envious of the humans. That's why he wants to destroy us. He knows how to tempt us. Satan knows humans better than humans know themselves.
But the reason that we keep tempted is because we have free will to like want things.
But that's what I'm saying. What the angels did was so crazy that it never happened again.
God didn't want it to.
You know, like that's what a demon is. Demons are fallen angels who turned away from God and were punished. And like they taught humans things, and humans have never been the same since. That's why he had to flood the earth. It wasn't humans. Yeah, because humans DNA was corrupted by fallen angels. Well, God didn't make a mistake. Well, see, this is the, well, see, the thing is, evil exists, and that's what we don't understand. What happened was evil.
Well, if evil exists, it's because God wanted it.
And God told us, hey, don't eat from this tree so you don't have to deal with it.
Okay, you know how I feel about that story.
But that's why God didn't want us to even know about evil.
Well, then he shouldn't have put the apple in there. He didn't have to put the apple in there at all.
But we don't know why it had to be a part of the process.
Well, or you have restrictions of what you eat.
But the part is, he understands the outcome that we don't. We don't understand the outcome of all this.
And if I don't understand the outcome, it's also because he doesn't want it.
Exactly, because that, if you knew it would, the outcome of you not knowing is better. The outcome of you knowing, that's just the faith that I have. That's just faith. I'm not telling you what I know, but what I'm saying is, that's what I believe. You know, you have to understand that we don't understand.
我が子よ、お前はまだ若い。考えてみろ。俺を裏切った者でさえ、俺から100万もらえるんだ。
But think of the things that, like the 200 angels still became evil. Like we don't understand what evil is, because the only evil that kind of can be explained without God is always subjective evil. And that is your opinion. Like, you don't, that's the thing, right? Like, you can't judge. You can't say, like, you know, there's places where things that we do are illegal, or some people think you're evil for the things you do and the things you believe. Like that's why it's like, who gets to decide who's right and wrong?
But I do think there are some things that are particularly, like, I don't, like, who's out here saying that, like, gassing all the Jews is making it evil thing?
Well, let me ask you this, right? Do you think it's only evil because it's humans? Like it's humans doing it, and two humans? And like the context between why they're doing it and stuff like that?
Do I think it's evil because it's humans doing it to humans?
Yeah, because like,
No, I think humans can be evil towards nature too.
but we don't think the nature is evil for being an invasive plant and wiping out a fucking garden. You see what I'm saying? It's not evil when weeds kill everything in it to flourish. Is it?
Do I think that plants can be evil? No.
Do you believe that only humans can be evil?
As far as I know.
And I agree, because we are special.
Well, apparently humans and angels.
Angels are different and they envy humans.
Right, but they can't be evil. Were you just talking to me about 600 angels?
Yes, they can be evil because remember, they were tempted by something greater than them.
That's the part. You either not have free will, or you're susceptible to temptation.
Well, they're susceptible to Satan's temptation. Satan is special too. remember, in heaven there was God, and then there was Satan, then there was the angels. And look at it like dimensions. If you're in a well, Satan led all the angels. He was the highest angel. So was there an angel above him but below God? The thrones? But are the thrones angels?